Hey guys, it's Eric and Karina.
And HR.
And this is Eric, the Dapper Dan.
And welcome back to the Late Podcast. The law according to Eric. You want to explain your name?
Yes. and not only am I going to explain my name, but
Okay.
I'm going to launch into a first real true story.
Okay.
So today we're talking about proms.
Yes.
Right? Most people I know either went to a prom, went to their own, went with somebody else, stayed home and got dumped,
Right.
whatever. Everybody's got a
Stay
prom
home and
story.
got dumped.
But I'm just saying, everybody's got a prom
Right,
story of
right,
some
right,
kind,
right.
okay? Now, I only went to one prom in my life, and that was my own.
Me too.
My senior prom.
Mhm.
Josh, he's been to like 3. Okay. Yeah.
Right, he was highly requested.
Well, and one of them, it was, I'm going to get the story wrong, I think, and I can't give out real names,
Mhm.
right? But let's just call her Schmicky.
Okay.
And so so Schmicky turned out to be like a butch lesbian down the road, but he had to take Schmicky to her prom. Yeah.
Forced or?
Well, I think it was almost like a favor to the friend, like a family friend or
Okay,
something. I
okay.
think. I don't remember all of it.
Mhm.
You know, by the time he was at that, I was already like doing my own thing anyway. But my prom, let me tell you what happened. Okay. This is a true story. So there was a girl
Mhm.
who had transferred to my high school from Oregon,
Okay.
who I found very cute.
Okay.
She was this little bubbly brunette. Right? I don't remember her name now. Honestly, I really don't.
Now he hates bubbly people, but
Well, but back then, yeah, but no. And she was like very something like a typical like how you would picture an Oregonian to be.
Mhm.
You know, like if you could personify like a green marsh, you know, that was just like chill and
Mhm.
like little stream, like that's her,
Mhm.
right? Okay. So understand, we had like one class together, and it was a journalism class, which was an elective. Okay. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I took journalism because the teacher was really kicked back.
I was going to ask, why did you take journalism?
And I was a senior at that point,
Okay.
and my football days were done. I just, I just wanted
Right.
to finish and move on. Anyway, so she transfers in. Now, she was a junior, though. I was a
Mhm.
senior.
Okay.
And I said to myself, vitamin E, you got to mac on this girl now before anybody else sees the fresh meat on the quad. Okay. So I start making friends with her. Right, I pulled I was exactly like a DoorDash driver. I'm like, let me just talk to you for a minute. Come here, let me just talk to you. Huh? Anyway, we became buddies, whatever, friends, whatever. No, I wasn't like that. Okay, no, it wasn't that bad. I kind of liked her. You know, it's like
Okay.
this is kind of cool. So I'm like,
This is kind of cool.
yeah. So I invited her to prom, and she accepted. Great. Okay. About 4 days before prom.
Mhm.
Okay. I get a frantic call. She had some big fight with her dad, and she moved back to Oregon with her mom, like over that weekend. And I'm sorry. So she had the fight with her parents on like a Saturday. She called me Monday. Prom was that Friday night. Okay. No. I'll tell you what I did, and it worked out okay. So now at that time, I worked at a place called Chi Chi's Pizza
Okay.
in Northridge.
Okay.
Right? That was like it was a fun job.
Okay.
There was a 22-year-old waitress who I was buddies with. Okay. And I'm not going to lie. We partied together a little bit here and there.
Okay.
Okay. Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Right. And her name was Shmanine. I can't, I don't want to give her full name. Okay. And
Just give the other half of it.
whatever. I don't know her. Oh, whatever. Anyway, Shmanine was like 5'9".
Jesus.
Yeah. She was blonde. And I'm not going to lie. She was fucking stacked.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'9.5". Okay. She was like right at my height.
Like Amazon warrior.
No, or
like
maybe she was 5'8". She was a tiny bit tall, like shorter than me, but she was taller than a lot of the other girls. She was leggy. She was blonde. She was
She had to be
statuesque.
leggy.
Okay, I was like, oh my, no, but and she had like the thin waist, the whole bit. Okay, all right.
She was
Yeah.
a Barbie doll.
Yeah, but you have to understand, she had the body type that only became cool later.
Right. Yeah.
But okay, all right. But bottom line, she was booming, okay, banging.
She was a Barbie. That's what she sounded like.
But I mean, okay, but
like a Barbie doll.
But you gotta understand. Okay, and then she had this like little breast cancer awareness tattoo, like on her wrist, and that was like unheard of. This was 1989.
You were amazed.
Okay, or actually 1990. This was 1990. Okay,
Jeez.
so we pick her up in the limo, right? We get to prom. She's all decked out, and by the way, she didn't wear a prom dress. She wore a 21-year-old cocktail dress, like you would see. Okay, I'm being honest. It sparkled and it barely went below like her hip.
You were the envy of
He
everyone.
was.
And don't laugh. Let me tell you, every fucking teammate, everyone was like, yo, no fucking way. Look at Igor over there. That was my nickname, Igor, because I had like no neck and my shoulder pads like went like literally. That's what they call me, like, Igor. Yo, look at Igor walking in with that hottie, right? Whatever, like whatever. No, what was it? What were we calling women back then? It wasn't that. It was
I don't think I want to know.
no, it was like it wasn't shorty. Right. It wasn't shorty. It was no, it was but it was something like that, you know, like whatever. Heina, whatever. Or my friend Oscar would say, like whatever.
I was like, that's the Spanish term.
Whatever. Yeah, it was something like that. Okay. Anyway, and Shmanine played the part so well because I told her what happened. And she was so nice and sympathetic. She slow danced with me the whole night.
Aww.
She let me put my hand on her ass, on her dress, just so everybody could see. Okay. And then, seriously, the coolest thing she did, like one of the football player teammates of mine, like, but the guy like thought he was just too cool for everybody else. And he was like more of a star player than I was or whatever. He like, whatever, was like, yo, can I just cut in to, dance with her? And she was like, oh no, I'm with Eric. Like she said, just like,
Oh my god! So this is like the best night of your life.
Yeah.
up to that point. Okay. But then prom was over.
And then she went home.
And we all went to the after party.
Oh,
Okay. And she ended up getting drunk and stoned and sleeping with somebody else by the end of the night.
Oh my god! You shouldn't.
She was done saving herself for Eric.
Yeah, she was like, all right.
No, but
it's
nobody
done.
knew
I took
that.
Eric to.
Right. And honestly, you could blame Eric on this because I hit it hard when I had the after party. I just passed out.
Mhm.
So that's probably part of it. And but anyway, but up until that point, and nobody else knew about that last part. So yes, I was the fucking envy. And people would come up to me like, yo, where'd you meet her? I'm like, man, don't worry about it. You know, like I don't want to be like, oh yeah, we slung pizza together, you know.
See, I didn't want a prom date. I like the attention being on me. So on all of my photos, I wanted to just be me. I didn't want to have to share any photos with any other man.
Honestly, there are
I'm
no
so
words for that. Oh my God.
No, and all of my pictures is just me. And then all of my friends, we just got a limo and we all went together. But I didn't want to date. I was like, no.
You want to be trapped with some
person? Like, and then I wanted to have fun all night. Like, I didn't want to be with that one person all night. Like, I was just like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to go by myself. I want to have fun. My friends didn't have dates. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just hang out with them. I don't want to date.
Well, if you were anything like my date, you wouldn't have to be with the same person all night, apparently. So yes, while I'm sure you all figured this was going to be a cool Eric night and shine. No, at the end of the day, my prom date, the one I really wanted to go with, just like left, and I'd already bought the tickets, already pitched in for my part of the limo, already had the tux ready. Like I had to go pick it up. I was like, no, I gotta remedy this.
Well, my prom night ended with all of my friends. We were at the Glendale Gallery at like 2 a.m. at the Cheesecake Factory with no shoes on. So.
Oh.
He was hurt, man.
We were at like a Motel 6. I'm serious.
No, we wanted to have a Cheesecake Factory after for some reason. We were like, fuck it. Glendale Gallery was the closest thing to us, so we went.
Well, the worst part is that I actually had to get one of my older cousins, Israeli cousins, who was here visiting from Israel, because of course they all visited and stayed with us.
Right.
To get me the room because I wasn't 21 or 18 even. Right. And so he did. And I'm pretty sure he got a cleanup bill after charging his credit card. Yeah. But he didn't know what it was, and he didn't speak English. And
oh my God!
Yeah, I was like, man, I don't know, I don't know what that is.
Yep. Well,
I was like, just dispute it. I don't know.
Dispute it is crazy.
But there we go. So
there we go.
We're going to talk all about proms, promposals, prom failures.
Yeah.
Oh well, hold on. Did HR have a prom?
Right. I was going to say.
Yes, HR did have a prom.
Did HR have a date?
I did have a date. Yes.
Aww.
My boyfriend flew in from New Jersey. For my prom.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you actually had a real boyfriend from Canada or whatever, like
he actually flew in. I have pictures.
Oh,
look at that.
Let me first of all, not to confuse the audience because they know I was born in New Jersey. That wasn't me back then. But the other thing too is like there's been like this running gag, like anytime a guy wants to like convince his friends he has a girlfriend, he's like, oh yeah, well she lives in Canada. And like, but I've seen other like that goes all the way back to the Breakfast Club. You know, it's like, oh no, she lives in Canada. Oh, like the the Niagara Falls area, like whatever. Right? Exactly. It's always a thing. So, so your boyfriend came from Canada? I mean, New Canada, not New Jersey.
He was sought after. He booked a flight.
Canada, Jersey.
No, he booked a flight for Jen. Okay.
Did Jen pay for the flight?
No.
Oh, because
we have our own.
Yeah,
Jen was a baddie.
Back then.
I've seen Jen back in the day. Okay, Jen was a baddie. Leave her alone.
I know. That's
Yeah,
what. That's
Jen
what.
was a looker then.
Yeah, a baddie.
Hey, you know what?
A
It's like,
baddie.
I started out rough, then I got really good. Now I'm back to being
No,
rough.
let me just tell you something. As far as
I was
I'm
good for a
concerned,
while.
A baddie. That's what you have to
that's
say.
right. Jen is
baddie.
still a
Yeah.
looker to me.
She's still a baddie. Exactly.
But when 17-year-old Eric first met and laid eyes on 18-year-old Jen, it was all over.
Yeah, because I was baddie Jen.
I'm serious.
Exactly.
All over.
Exactly.
And every now and then, same smile, same everything.
Exactly.
All right.
All right.
All right. Let's hear about people's proms.
Okay. Story number 1. The title is "Am I the asshole for dancing with the teacher at prom?" Okay.
Oops.
You're legendary.
That depends on the teacher.
It does depend on
Okay. My class had a prom recently, and I, 18 female, didn't even want to go. I didn't have a date, and I wasn't really interested in the whole thing, but I still went because my friends persuaded me. Our class invited our history teacher. I'll call him Mr. Cooper, fake name for the sake of privacy. He, 48 male, is an amazing teacher and honestly an amazing person too. He's very supportive and would always encourage us to learn more about the subject. We aren't close outside of school, and there's no ulterior motives going on. Anyway, we had a slow dance to the Careless Whisper song, and I didn't have a date, but I wanted to have a slow dance experience. So I asked Mr. Cooper to dance. He laughed a little bit, but accepted the invitation, and we had an amazing slow dance together. Weird, but okay. I'm not dancing with no fucking teacher.
Poor guy has a job.
Exactly. It was fun, very elegant, and honestly the best dance of the whole event. My friends said that we were amazing. After the prom, everyone went home and everything was okay, but some of the girls from my class declined to start some drama. They said that the fact that I had a slow dance with the teacher is iffy and that I was trying to steal the spotlight and paint Mr. Cooper in a bad light. I had a confrontation with one of them and told her to mind her business and that if she was so jealous that I had an amazing dance, she should have asked him for a dance first instead of going with her date. She said that what he did was very unprofessional and that I was hitting on him. I literally wasn't, and even if I was, my chances would be low because he's married.
All right, hold on. I'm going to stop you right there.
Even
when
if I
anybody
was?
says,
Exactly.
but even if I was,
Exactly.
that means she sure fucking was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Exactly.
You horny little slut.
Exactly.
Right?
Now, since the drama escalated and everyone at school talks about it, now I'm wondering if I was the asshole for dancing with the teacher.
Oh, so this is like, it's probably like this teacher had a crush on for a long time, and this is your moment to shine, but the mean girls just won't let you have it. It's like,
But it's weird. They're right. I would.
it is a little weird. Look, if something's in public like that, there's probably nothing more to it, because no one, if there was something to hide, the teacher would not have shown it public.
Yeah, exactly.
He's probably just some nice guy who, didn't want to, break this girl's heart.
Yeah,
because
feel bad.
Yeah, right. Because you say no to someone through a teenager, like that's going to cause some psychological harm there.
Yeah, I don't think he meant it with any other motive behind there, or like dance with her because of it. I just don't know from her. Like, I was gonna say, maybe she just wanted a dance partner, but it just towards the end, it was sounding like she kind of does have like a crush on him or something.
She probably does. Everyone has
I've never had a crush on a teacher. No, all of my teachers were so ugly. Absolutely not.
Well, before I provide you with my top-notch analysis,
Okay.
let me just answer the last question first.
Mm-hmm.
She's not the asshole for asking her teacher to dance. She might be the asshole for breaking up a marriage. Okay?
She didn't break anything up,
listen, there's a better chance at me getting pregnant than Mr. Cooper not tapping that ass at some point when they graduated.
God.
Okay, let me get this straight. A 48-year-old career fucking history teacher in a public school who's married gets approached by an 18-year-old, what I'm guessing is a hottie, who's just now legal.
We don't know if she's a hottie.
Yeah, you know what?
We don't know if she's a hottie.
Let me tell you something. When he's 48, any 18-year-old's a hottie. Okay? And she's like, yo, Mr. Cooper, let's dance to Careless Whisper. That's a song from your era, right? And he's like, okay, sure. You want to tell me nothing happened after that? No, I know that. Look, I don't even want to know if there's an update.
No, there wasn't.
I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to go strictly by the guy code, Mr. Cooper had her face down, ass up.
Oh my God!
A week after graduation. I'm just saying.
Maybe this is just some nice guy.
And all guys are nice up until that moment. Okay, teachers are nice to everybody, but when someone singles you out, like, yo, Mr. Cooper, I could ask anybody here to dance, but I want to dance with you. Okay. And I bet you anything he already knew she had a bit of a crush. And this just because people that have crushes, it's hard to hide it. They sit in the front row. They make goo eyes at the teacher. I've seen that.
Some people you'll never know that just don't have any emotions.
Well, I'm just saying, I've seen it. Okay. And if he has any kind of gaydar, he picked up on it a little bit. I'm just saying.
I don't think that was the case, though. I agree that he was probably just being nice, honestly.
Yeah, I do.
I'm just saying.
Not every guy is
I'm sorry, what?
Disgusting pervert. Exactly.
Hold on. You don't have to be a disgusting pervert to want to hit it with an 18-year-old.
I'm male kind. Right
I understand, but I'm just pointing out.
It's an 18 pervert.
No, but my point is, no, hold on. You don't have to be a pervert. If any 48-year-old guy that wants to hit with an 18-year-old, that's not perverted. That's normal.
She's still a high schooler.
She's over 18.
Wanting to and actually doing it.
Well, I'm just saying.
A whole different thing.
Yes, they all want to. But how often do they get the chance? And now Mr. Cooper has the chance. Okay? So Mr. Cooper, coop it up.
I'm sure Mr. Cooper didn't want to lose his job.
Yeah.
Man, it's not illegal at that point, and he wasn't going to lose his job. And she graduated and moved on to community college or wherever,
college,
or just wherever wherever pre-strippers go to school.
Oh my God, we don't even know.
Man, listen, there's no shot. This has daddy issues written all over it. Okay, there's no shot she's not on the pole at some point, like in a year or two. But Mr. Cooper's going to get her before she's totally defiled. That's my point.
No, we're going to disagree on that one. I don't think so.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. All right.
This all seems kind of sweet to me.
I know. I understand. And it's cute that you're so naive. But okay. Before I get myself in trouble, let me just say, I will give whore in training Lucinda one dingleberry for potentially embarrassing her teacher and kind of making him dance with her because he felt kind of bad. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's worth more than that.
No.
Assuming that you guys are right and this is really just like a sweet, innocent sort of gesture, fine. I happen to think there's a bit more to it, but without further evidence, we don't know for sure. Mm-hmm. Feldman scale, it's a little bit harder because I don't think it's shameless to approach your teacher and be like, yo, Coop, you want to dance?
Right.
But though.
Well, but that's what I mean, right? But it's not like,
shameless.
Right, but here's the problem. A shameless act often requires guts.
Yeah.
Right? If you think about it in terms of our mentor, Corey Feldman, right? Yes, you lose all shame when you get up on stage shirtless and like pretend to be playing guitar.
Right.
But that also takes a tremendous amount of guts to get up on stage shirtless.
It does.
Right? So that's why it's like kind of like, I don't think it's a shameless thing or it's not shameful.
Right.
Right? You know.
So what do you think this is going to be on the scale?
I'm going to go 6.
I'm gonna go 5 just because it was a slow dance. You are asking your teacher to slow. She specifically asked him to slow dance. Yeah. So.
And it was one of the songs from his day and age.
I don't even know what Careless Whisper is.
Wham! You never heard Careless Whisper? You've heard? I'll play it for you. I have it on my Pandora.
We'll do it later.
Yes, and I'm still the only man alive that uses Pandora and not Spotify. But yes, I do.
Yeah, I don't know why you do that. But.
Because I'm used to it and I pay for the subscription and it's just easier for me.
Okay. All right. So next one. Okay. Title is, am I the asshole for ditching my prom date at the door?
No, that depends. Maybe.
So my mother's cleaning lady and I were friends. When I got home from school, we would chat a little bit. She told me a lot about her daughter's boyfriend, who was a real piece of shit, in and out of jail, drugged, etc. And apparently, right before prom, the boyfriend and the daughter broke up. The cleaning lady liked me and asked if I would take her daughter to prom, but with the caveat, the daughter's good friend also needed a date. Cleaning lady also tells me that her daughter's friend is very short, like 4'9". With this in mind, I talked to my friend Luke. He's a good kid and also on the shorter side. He's maybe around 5'3", really nice guy, and he was having trouble in the girl department.
Don't say.
And his
5'3" guy can't pick up chicks,
right?
Come on,
exactly.
Shut the front door.
And his family was filthy, stinky rich. Luke said it sounds great, and I set the whole thing up. So it's the day of prom, and Luke's parents let him borrow their brand new Lincoln Navigator. We pick up the girls and go to a nice Chinese restaurant. That's when everything starts turning pear-shaped. Luke's date is a complete jerk to him. All throughout dinner, she's making fun of him, and my date is joining in here and there. That's his fault. Why is he so short?
He's born that way. He can't help that.
I felt so bad for poor Luke. He's a good kid, and I could see him near tears with these girls picking on him. Upon arriving at the restaurant, Luke's date opens up the menu and loudly proclaims, "What the fuck? This is all chink food." My date is rolling with laughter. Wow, I've never been more embarrassed in my life. I remember thinking to myself, what the hell did this idiot expect from a restaurant called China Palace? After an hour and a half, these girls
Good point.
of these girls berating my friend, I had had enough. They get up to go to the bathroom and I talk to Luke. I tell him that their behavior is unacceptable and I'm so sorry for dragging him into this. I suggest that we take them to the dance, pull up outside of the doors, and kick them out of the car and tell them to have a good time. The girls get back from the bathroom and we put our plan into action. We load them up in the car, drive them to their high school, and while we're in the parking lot, I turned from the passenger seat and informed them we will not be taking them to the dance because of how they acted. These girls were hella pissed, screaming, swearing, calling us names, but we never backed down. We wished them the best of luck and kicked them out of the car. The next time I saw the cleaning lady, she apologized for her daughter's actions after I told her my version of events. So what do you think? Am I the asshole for this?
Yeah, I think I might have ditched him earlier than you did even.
Yeah.
I can't believe you had to take those two to dinner. Wow, that they sound like real jerks. I mean, and so many things sound nice in theory, you know, and then like the road to hell.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah. I wouldn't have made it through all of the dinner and all of that. I don't think so. So
it's harder for me to answer that question without knowing a bit more. So first question is, whose prom was it? Was it the girls' prom? So it wasn't Luke and his friend.
No, he thought he was doing.
I get it, but they didn't go to the same school or anything like that.
No.
Okay. Then, notwithstanding the absolute abhorrent behavior, they are a little bit of an asshole for doing that.
Really?
It's, in theory, your prom is a once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
And I know that girls, at least traditionally, do up more for prom than guys do. It's like a bigger deal for them. Corsage and the whole like rituals, at least back in my day, that's what you had to do. You buy a flower, pick up and the pictures, and it's like a milestone moment for seniors. Supposedly, it's supposed to be for seniors, although other non-seniors go, dates or whatever, and it's supposed to be like a one-time. Right. So yes, they were absolutely, they behaved disgustingly. Yes. Okay. And good on Luke for not losing his composure and crying like a little girl at the restaurant, because that would have been much worse, for him. But especially with modern technology, because like Mean Girls, they would snap pictures of that and put it on the gram. Like, look at my bitch date crying because I
said he was small.
Right. But basically, like getting them to the front entrance of the prom and they'd be like, bye, bitches, and like left them, that is a little asshole-ish. Not that it isn't well deserved. Right. But I probably would have gone in and I might have just treated them similarly at that point. Okay.
Isn't that worse though?
Maybe,
and you're
but
publicly humiliating them.
No, I would have done it maybe and then said, look, you see how this feels? This is what you guys are doing. Or I would have gone in, but just let them kind of do their thing. And like, you want to do this? No, and just let them see their friends or do whatever, whatever. Now, also, and I hate to say this, it also matters if I'm the one that had to pay for it or not. Yeah, I'm being serious.
I don't think it's I know it did.
But that's why I'm asking. That's why I'm saying without a bit more information. If I had to pay for my date, I wouldn't send her and like be like, no, I'm not going to waste that kind of money. I'll go in, I'll have some fun, and maybe I'll find somebody hotter. I don't know, whatever. But based on everything we've read or heard, I'm going to give Mean Girls a combined 4 dingleberries.
Oh yeah, no, they definitely get. I can agree with the 4.
I'm not going to go higher than that, again, because I think sometimes girls feel like weird pressure or peer pressure, or they feel, they start to do, and like one kind of feels like they have to join in, and maybe there's other things going on.
They're teenagers. They're mean.
Yeah, a little immature. Yeah. And honestly, maybe Luke has some kind of deformity or something that we don't know about, besides just being super short. I'm just saying, look, kids are mean. I know.
And teenagers, girls are mean.
That's why I'm saying, so maybe there's a bit more to it, yeah. But so I'm going 4 dingleberries.
I agree with that.
Okay. But that's for Mean Girls.
Yeah.
The question is, are the guys the asshole? And I'm going to give the guys 1.
I can agree with 1. Okay, I'll agree with 1.
And again, only because a prom is a one-time sort of thing, and if you kind of made a commitment, I understand during the course of the evening, you saw a side of your dates that you didn't see before, but I probably still would have gone through with it, just tried to make the best of it. It's also a little awkward that I'm going to see the cleaning lady, her mom, like every week after that or whatever.
I kept thinking about that. Like,
and one day I'll tell you the story about my experience with cleaning lady, but that's I was 16, but that's a whole different. Josh will tell you probably. He'll forget to like put his sensor on, filter. But anyway, Estella. But anyway, that's right. She was in El Salvador too, and oddly enough, she was like 4'11".
There you go.
She was super short.
All Salvadoran women.
I don't know about all, but
I've never met.
Well, isn't Nepo's mom from El Salvador?
Yep. Well, where's his dad from?
His dad's from Jalisco.
Oh, then yeah, because he's half. So she's a Salvador.
I think so.
She's not small.
No, she's pretty average height. I mean, she's big, but what? I mean, big-hearted.
Yes.
Anyway, one dingleberry for the guys.
I agree with that.
And on the Feldman scale, see, here's the problem. I don't necessarily find revenge shameless. I actually think it's sometimes more shameless to not take revenge and just sort of like, get shit on and just eat a shit sandwich all the time.
Yeah, so, but that's why they didn't go to the prom.
Well, but that's what I'm saying.
They didn't want any more of the shit sandwich.
Right, but it's not shameless to do that. It's actually like macho.
Normal.
Yeah, right. So I'm saying, I can't give Billy and Billy, more
Billy
than
and Luke.
Yeah, well, whatever. I'm going to give them 9 on the Feldman. I don't really think what they did is a shameless thing. You know?
Yeah, I think they just had enough.
Yeah. I would have done it at the restaurant. Told them we're not taking you anymore. You figure out how to get there from the restaurant. Yeah. But I mean, hey, at least they got a ride to prom.
Right? I mean, I don't know how they're getting home. I assume if this is a recent post, they got an Uber.
I hope.
I mean, whatever, Lyft, Uber, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. All right. Anything else? No. Okay. Right, next one.
All right.
Title is, Am I the asshole for making my daughter miss a once-in-a-lifetime event and delete all of her social media as punishment for bullying? Yesterday, I was informed that my daughter Sam was a part of a group of students who bullied another girl to the point that she had to switch schools. There was a racial aspect to the bullying, which came as a complete shock since my wife and I truly did our best to raise our 3 kids to be kind and honest individuals. I don't believe that a grounding and a confiscation of electronics is harsh enough for what Sam did. So I told Sam that she won't be allowed to participate in homecoming or attend her senior prom. I also told her that she won't be getting a card for her 18th birthday either. Finally, I told her that she'll be having to delete all of her social media accounts with either me or her mother watching. Sam begged me to allow her to go to her senior prom because it's a once-in-a-lifetime event, and to just keep her Instagram account because it has pictures going back years that weren't even saved anywhere else. I told her that she shouldn't have been a racist bully. My parents are temporarily staying with us while their house is undergoing renovations. They agreed that what Sam did was completely out of line and must be punished, but they think that making my daughter miss homecoming and her prom and forcing her to delete her social media is far too harsh. Am I the asshole?
Wow. Like, no parenting handbook prepares you for that. God, I can't even imagine like what I'd do if I found out one of my kids did something like that.
But is it enough to take away their prom?
Wow. I don't know. That's pretty damn horrible. I mean, you bullied this kid to the point where they had to change schools.
Yeah. And it was over race.
Bad. That was racial.
Exactly.
That is really that girl. I think a lot of schools would have kicked her out.
Yeah.
Yes, they would have.
Because I mean, socially, racial stuff is taken very seriously. Like if it was in California, she probably would have been expelled.
Right. So, what do you think as parents?
Well, that is a hard one. So let me tell you, like for example, and maybe this says more about me than needs to be said, but have you ever seen those videos where like a parent shaves the head of their kid because the kid was bullying somebody with cancer or something like that? Like I love those. I'm not gonna lie, I love those.
Right.
Because it's so easy for what I'll call like the pretty people to do stuff like that. Yeah. And they rarely suffer true consequences because they're popular and pretty and all that. And people want to flock around them, even if they're bitchy and cunty and terrible. So when I see a parent kind of like step in and be like, this is what this kid feels like. And how, see how you feel bald. Right? I honestly, I love that.
Right.
I do.
Right.
So I'm very pro what the parents did here.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're the assholes for canceling this kid's prom, this mean girl's prom.
Yeah.
I really don't. If anything, it's almost like a non-punishment to just yell at them or whatever. And then,
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not enough to just, do that.
Yeah. I have no problem at all with that. And
it seems like that's the one thing she cared about.
Right.
And I feel like that's where you have to hit them. You have to hit them where it hurts them.
Well, yes, because, clearly, because you want them to understand and go through what other people's pains are like. So you hope that they develop a sense of empathy as adults.
Right.
Right. Because you don't want to be the mean girl for your whole fucking life.
Right.
And 2, it's a really important lesson to be learned here. And the only thing I would do different, like if you ask what would Eric do, is not only would I have done that, but then I would have hired like a very, very handsome male escort to take the bullied girl to prom, back to that prom, and show her, like, let her, make her the spotlight.
Yeah.
If I could.
Exactly.
Right. And get her all the attention and make her like super popular. Whatever I would do to like help her.
Yeah.
I would, honestly.
Yeah, me too.
I know she transferred schools, but if it was close enough to the prom, maybe one of the popular boys could have asked her and invited her. I would have figured out a way to do something like that. And also, honestly, if it were my kid, like my daughter especially, that bullied another girl and made her transfer schools, and I caught wind of that, I would do something for that family.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
It wouldn't be enough for me just to punish my child. I would want to make it right somehow.
Exactly.
Bullying is to me one of the worst things, and there are so many forms of it.
Yeah.
That unfortunately we have to wait till it's like an extreme example before we label it. But bullying happens all the time.
I feel like hers was also like bullying towards like social media. I feel like that's why her parents also want her to take away her like her social media accounts, which is worse because it's like obviously if his daughter was bullying through social media, like she's also like a coward. You can't say it's her face. You're bullying her through online. So, yeah, I agree with the punishment. I think it's great that he took away her prom. It looks like that's what really did do it for her because like he also said like you're not getting a car, you're not doing this, and she's like, let me just go to prom. Like you could tell she cares about that. And he's like, no. So.
Yeah, and she may have had a date lined up. They may have had the after party all set up. She may have been super excited, but you know what? Good on dad for having, because as a father, I hate like hurting my kids or making them feel upset. That's why these are really hard for me, because like as a dad, like I'd be conflicted. Like my kid starts crying over something, I melt. Okay, here you go. Okay, fine. Like I can't help it. But something like this. So yeah, no, Dad, you're not the asshole for this.
I agree.
I can't imagine how hard that's supposed to be for the parents.
And the other girl and her family.
Of course.
Yeah,
but
no, Dad gets zero dingleberries.
Agreed.
Yeah,
daughter.
Yeah, mean girl Lucinda, she's getting actually a double Lizzo 10
you need to
dingleberry.
get this girl some sort of therapy because she needs more than just punishment. She needs to understand why she did what she did is so horrible.
She knows at this age. They're in high school. She's a senior. She knows what she did.
Well,
and why it's terrible.
She knows what she did is terrible, but she may not understand why she does that.
Oh, okay.
And there may be more deeper. Right.
Make sure that she's not going to get angrier and that this isn't going to get
worse and worse, and and so there's something clearly ugly within her.
Yeah.
And we all heard like when we were growing up, well, if they didn't like you, they would make fun of you, like shit like that. No, like parents get it all wrong. It's not like that.
Exactly.
Kids, some kids are just inherently mean.
Yes.
And honestly, and not to stereotype, you don't see guys doing this that often.
No.
Well, not about this. The guys bully all the time, but it's never like this.
Yeah.
Guys are more physical. Girls are more psychological.
A bully pushes me around and we fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I lose, but you know what? And honestly, I hate to say it, but it's like prison rules.
Yeah.
You don't have to win. You just have to gain their respect, right? And you put up a strong enough fight, and you just don't surrender. You may lose, you may get your ass whipped, but they're not going to keep fucking with you. They know that you're going to fight back.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm going 0 dingleberries for Dad.
Agreed.
Double Lizzo ass 10 dingleberries for Mean Girl Lucinda.
Agreed.
I'm giving Dad a full 10 on the Feldman scale. I do not think it was shameless to take away her prom or her social media or anything else. And I'm giving bully Lucinda a 0 on the Feldman for doing that.
Yeah. And then still asking for her prom back.
Yeah. And then pretending like, oh, it's no big deal. She'll be fine at that other school. There are more of her type there or some shit like that.
Yeah,
That's like, like picture her saying.
Exactly. Same.
You nasty cunt. All right. This is it's gonna trigger. It's gonna get me upset. I hate this kind of stuff.
Okay, next. Am I the asshole for not wanting my best friends to invite her friend to a dance? So my best friend and I go to two different schools. She means the world to me and we don't get to see each other that often. When I heard our school was doing a spring dance / prom, I knew I wanted to invite her. I was so excited that we were going to have so much fun at the dance, catching up with her old friends and seeing a lot of people. We even had a sleepover planned for afterwards. She has a lot more friends than me and is a very social person. I try not to let it get to my head and make me feel insecure about our friendship, but we live 2 very different lives, so sometimes it does. She's jealous. I feel she was crossing a line this time, though. She texted me asking for some info about the dance for her friend that goes to another school. At first, I thought she has been asked to go and just basically wanted information, but as the conversation went on, it came out that she was actually invited by my friend. They were going to go together. I was pretty mad because I had planned this whole night for me and my friend decides it's okay to invite some random person I don't even know that goes to a whole separate school. She even asked me to buy a ticket for the girl, and I said no, and I explained why her asking someone else to go made me upset. She apologized and broke the news to the other girl, but I'm still kind of mad. If the girl went to my school or knew someone in my school and would simply wanted details or to visit my friend, I would have zero problem, but I have no clue who this person is. My friend just thought it was okay to invite someone else to the dance that we were supposed to be going to together. The whole ordeal made me feel even more insecure about our friendship, and I feel that my friend doesn't understand me and my feelings anymore because of our different situations. Am I overreacting and being inconsiderate to her wanting to bring her own friends, or should she have talked to me without inviting someone else first?
So they had plans to go to the dance, and then she invited this other person.
Basically, yeah.
Because she didn't want to go alone with him.
That would be hard to take personally.
But it is meant to be personal. She didn't want to be alone with that guy. That's all.
Is it See, okay, I was going to ask, do we think this is a girl writing this or a boy?
I'm not sure. I was gonna
They
ask
didn't
you
give
the
us
same
their-
That's a fair point, but I'm thinking it's a guy only because when he's like, she invited these other friends. Although maybe
Sleepover though.
yeah, maybe yeah,
Yeah.
that's possible. So all right. So let me change it. I could see where if these were girl best friends, how best friend Lucinda might feel a little offended at that.
No, though, even then, that's still weird. Like, that gives controlling friends.
No, I'm saying I'm not saying she's right.
Right.
I'm just saying I could understand the reaction a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, we're besties, we're supposed to be doing this, and then she invites all these random people that I'm not that friendly with,
Right.
or I don't know, and that's going to like ruin our night.
Mm-hmm.
I had a thing when I was like a freshman in high school. This goes back, but I kind of had like two groups of friends. Right? I had like friends that were not athletes or on the football team or wrestling team or anything, and then I had the other friends. My parents tried to throw me a birthday one year, like when I was 15, right before I was driving, and they didn't know, like it was like supposed to be like a surprise. So they invited like everybody. It was only like six people, eight people, right? Like a couple from this side, a couple from that side. Nobody spoke to anybody. Like they don't know.
Surprise parties are not.
No, and like no, and they don't really know each other, and then like they forgot to invite one of them, so the kid's mom fucking called me, like mad, like out the fuck, I didn't even know this was happening, like what do you so I could see where maybe, but I think I don't know. We should pause. I want to try those cookies. We got the really good ones.
You want to pause?
I mean, did you see that Oreo one?
I did.
And the melted marshmallow chocolate was warm. I mean, it looks so good.
Do you want to try them?
Yeah, I kind of do. I mean,
pause.
I'm just saying. Sorry,
No,
fam.
it's okay. I'll pause right here.
All right.
We're back. Okay. So, honestly, to me, this sounds like a very controlling friend. And as girls, we've all had one. Of those friends that they only want you to be their friend. If this is a girl, right? She sounds like one of those friends that they don't want you to have other friends, that it's only them. And that's what it gave. Like when she was like, I get insecure because she has so many other friends and she's so social. And it just seems very insecure to me, and it seems very controlling as her friend. I don't think her friend was really the asshole for inviting someone else. I don't.
I think it matters about whose prom it is and what plans they had first.
Yeah.
If, let's say, for example, if insecure Lucinda went to high school A and popular Lucinda, bestie, went to high school B, right? And insecure Lucinda's like, yo, come with me to my prom. And she's like, okay, cool. And then she invited a bunch of other people.
That's what it sounds like happened.
I could see where that would be off-putting. I don't know that it necessarily rises like the heavy dingleberry levels, but it's kind of, I could see where it'd be off-putting, especially if you planned it.
Yeah.
Now, it also could be really more insecurity as opposed to controlling.
Yeah.
If she points out that my other friend is really social and really popular, that sounds a little bit of jealousy and a little insecurity. Not so much controlling, but more like almost envious.
Yeah.
And like this was like a big thing for her, and this was going to be like our little prom moment, and now it's ruined. It also sounds like she built up in her mind what this evening was going to be.
Exactly.
And when she, and she threw a monkey wrench in it, and now she's reacting.
Yeah.
Right. Because her, bubble was burst or her balloon popped or whatever. So, I don't think though that, popular Lucinda, I don't think that she knew or understood just how much this meant to insecure Lucinda. So it's hard to say she's an asshole. But
the real question is writer Lucinda the asshole for saying you can't bring that friend?
No, but she's not right about it.
Yeah.
But I understand why.
Yeah.
I mean, assuming what I think is right.
Right.
If she's just a controlling bitch.
Right.
And she's like, no, then she is the
exactly.
asshole.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing from some of the way she wrote it, it's more almost coming out of envy. Like she wishes she was that popular. She was just comfortable enough to do that. Yeah. So it's hard for people like that, you know, to have their plans derailed or they don't always do well with changes.
Right.
You know, so
yeah. Okay, I agree with that.
I think it sounds like these two are just wired very differently.
Yes.
You know, like popular girl thought nothing of bringing a few extra friends and like didn't realize what this would do to the other friend. And other friend is thinking like, oh, well, she's totally going to ignore me because she brought all these other people.
And she doesn't talk to them. So,
Yeah.
I can see that. I agree with that. Yeah. Okay. Moving on.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I the asshole for not taking my girlfriend to prom? Okay. So I, black male, 18, have been dating this girl, Mexican, 18, for about a year, and I've gotten really close with her mom and her stepdad. Both super nice people, both very welcoming to me. But I've never met her biological dad. He's come up in conversations before, but I've never pressed her about meeting him because I just assumed they weren't on great terms. She goes to his house every other weekend, but she always seems to dread going. But today I figured out why I haven't met him. She went to his house today and here you go. She went to his house today and I realized her dad doesn't even know I exist. He busted in her room while we were on FaceTime with me, when we were on FaceTime, telling her all about this guy that served him at the restaurant and how respectful and kind the guy was. Long story short, he was trying to set her up on the date with that guy. So then I questioned my girlfriend about why her dad doesn't know about me at all. She proceeds to tell me this long story about how he's never really liked black people. And whenever her parents were together, she was specifically not allowed to date black people altogether. Then came the hard part. After she finished the story, she said, "Oh, that reminds me, prom falls on my dad's weekend, so you have to come meet him soon." I immediately refused, and she said there was no way her dad would let her out of the house without meeting me because she already said she had a date. I asked her to get some friends to bring her to the park or something, and I can pick her up there. She refused because, quote, her dad's not that stupid, end quote. We argued for a bit, and then she said if I can't man up enough to meet her dad, then maybe we shouldn't go to prom together at all. Listen, I really like this girl, and I hate that I'm letting this get in between us. But it's about pride at this point. She expects me to go meet a man who is actively racist and shake his hand and be respectful. I can't. So I told her that I won't go to prom with her on those terms. She says I'm acting childish, but I don't know. Am I the asshole?
That's a lot to expect someone to do. I mean, you just told him he's racist, and you did not even, your father didn't know he existed because he's racist. So, and then suddenly you just expect him
to show up
and meet him and be friends and shake his hand.
He's not the asshole.
Yeah, I agree.
No, he's not the asshole. I feel like she needs to tell him first.
Oh, definitely. She doesn't even have the guts to tell him.
Exactly. Exactly. She doesn't even have the guts to tell him herself if she wants him to show up.
You ever order a cappuccino?
Yes.
You know how like
the
the foam on top is like brown, but then the coffee's black? Right. Because if I'm boyfriend Billy, like I would go meet the dad and I would be like, yo, that's what I look like behind your daughter.
Oh my God. The dad might kill him.
Man, fuck him. And his racist bullshit. It's exactly what I would say. And not only that, I would pick her up. I would fucking like do-rag the shit out of myself.
Oh my God.
I'm not joking. I buy one of those fake gold grills.
Oh
like
my God.
I swear. Okay. I would become every stereotype.
Yeah.
Right. Just to fuck with that racist fucker. That's the first thing I would say. Like, yo, I'm gonna go all cappuccino on her. You know, yeah, I'm gonna tap that brown, whatever. I would. I swear to God. I would. Fuck that guy.
And what is the goal of that? Like, what is the end game here?
Because, okay,
where are we going?
It's not going to matter. You think the relationship is going to survive that anyway?
No.
Do you think that this is a long-term thing? No, it's pretty much over after that.
Yeah.
Seriously. Yes. Have your fucking fun. And tap that ass anyway. And then take a picture and email it to the dad.
Oh my God.
Like, I would just do all sorts of fucked up stuff at that point. Now, the only reason why, honestly, I might hold back a little bit is because you can't blame the child for the sins of the father, right? So I get that. But you're right. She should have sat her dad down and said, look, me and Billy Ray have been together for a long time, right? And he's my boyfriend, and mom knows, and stepdad knows, and you need to know too. And if you have a problem with it, then that's your problem, right? So he wasn't willing to man up. She wasn't willing.
Exactly.
And then she just reverse psychology. She Jedi mind tricked him. But he was smart enough not to fall for that. So good on him.
Yeah. No asshole for me.
So
This girl created a whole web of problems.
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
right?
So
because now it's going to be tension between the mom and the dad, and
so I'm just right now. Yeah, Billy Ray is not the asshole.
No, he's not.
Okay, he's right. I wouldn't put myself through that.
No.
And honestly,
and we don't know what crazy or how crazy this man is. Like,
but
imagine if he's like our client's husband.
Crazy. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
is he
memo
abusive?
Yeah.
Like, is there a reason she didn't want to tell him?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, that's
we
a
don't
good
know
point.
How crazy
like,
this man is.
Like I can only think, like for example, if I was dating a German girl,
right,
and she was like, "Yo, like my parents don't know you're Jewish. You know, you can't. You gotta meet them. You gotta tell them." Like, all right, I would come in like the full fucking Orthodox rabbi.
Oh
gear.
my
I would
god,
have the fucking fur hat and the trench coat and the fucking. I'd buy like the fake hair, like the payos, like on the sides. The whole thing. Or
and you're looking.
Oh yeah, yarmulke. Or I would go like full angry Jew. Like I would get like the big Israel shirt, and like I'd wear like the big gold like Jewish star, like the whole bit, and I'd throw the Israeli accent in too, like just to No, a different time.
Okay.
But no, listen. Billy Ray's not the okay. That's nobody should have to subject themselves to that.
Exactly,
I don't care. And I'm going to be even serious, even though you're going to think I'm joking, but I'm not. I don't care how bright of a sunshine she is.
Exactly.
I still wouldn't put myself through that.
No.
Right? No. Fuck that.
There's a reason she didn't tell her dad. Yes. And that's the reason he needs to stay away.
But even if it's not even about the dad being violent, it's more about, to me, honestly, it's more about the way she gaslit him.
Yeah. That
you need to man up. Fuck you. How about you need to woman up?
Exactly.
Right? And let daddy know, who's going to pick up his girl.
And then even then, like he was like, just have someone drop you off somewhere and I'll pick you up from there and then we can go. Like he's like, I don't want to miss out on prom because she's like, well, we're not going to be able to go to prom. And he's like, I'll pick you up somewhere else. Figure it out.
Actually, I'll tell you what, she might have gotten more offended at that.
Why though?
Well, I don't know if part of the whole pickup thing was part of like what she envisioned, like the pictures and the corsage. Yeah. And she's like, yo, just meet me at the Chili's parking lot. Like we'll roll. That might be a little more fucked up in her mind.
Yeah. Okay.
But I also understand where he was trying to diffuse it.
Yeah.
And be like, look, I'm not comfortable doing this, but I don't want you to miss your prom. So how about this as a compromise?
Yeah.
He might have worded it not quite as eloquently.
Right. Yeah.
Right. To where she might have reacted. No, but I'm saying she might have reacted.
Yeah.
But no, at the end of the day, Billy Ray, you're a dingleberry,
and that's 10 on film. That's not even shameless.
Nothing shameless.
I'm not doing that.
No, there's nothing shameless about not wanting to subject yourself to some racist asshole.
But I'm gonna give her a 3 on the film, and because it's pretty shameless to after you tell him, yeah, my dad's racist, and he doesn't let me date black people, and my whole life they said no dating black people, and then right after that being like, but I need you to come and meet him.
It's almost it's literally
shameless.
It's almost like she's like wanting them to fight.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
It's weird.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what this is almost like?
What is it almost like?
Right. It's almost like when you have a cringy sister-in-law that keeps bringing the less limb to your house, and you have to sit around like, Leo, I need both legs on people before you bring them in, but she just ignores you and keeps bringing the less limbed in anyway.
But it doesn't matter because the less limb ghosted her. So.
That's true. It's a lot like that.
So.
Yeah, even the less limb was like, fuck this.
No, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Well, so it's almost it's closer to almost like that.
I thought you were going to bring up the baby father.
No, I didn't, because the kid can't help it.
I know.
Man, that's not the girl's fault.
I know.
I wonder if she has some sort of savior fantasy where she wants the boyfriend to like stand up to the dad for her.
Oh, I wonder. That's a thing.
Maybe you're right, and this is why we have HR. Exactly.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Before we go to the next one,
okay, give your shout out.
Thank you. So, Badanka Dory, what's up, girl? Evelyn, and
Emily. It's Emily.
Whatever.
Oh my god.
Whatever.
And Ron. Hello, Ron.
Hi, Ron.
I'm not going to say his name.
You don't have to. We did.
Get her husband's name out your fucking mouth, right? Like that. That's Will Smith. Remember at the Oscars, keep my wife's name. Keep Ron's name out your fucking mouth. And to Betty, Jimmy, Fred, Aaron, Karen, Jessica, Amy, Bobby, and the rest of the Midbar Mashker.
Exactly.
Thank you for listening and all your support. All right.
Next one.
Okay.
Title is, Am I the asshole for telling my parents I'm going to wear a suit to prom? Over the course of the past 3 months, my parents and I have been arguing about what I'm going to be wearing at prom. They insist that I will be wearing a dress, but I want to sport a suit or a tuxedo. They've complained that I'm always wearing more masculine clothing, and my father has even joked how shocked my classmates would be if I would wear a dress. Then, my mother started gushing on what she was going to wear. I told her, why was her mother gushing about this? I don't fucking know. I told them that wasn't going to happen, but they argued that it's a very special occasion, so I have to. The conversation only ended when my father said something like, "You're both going to wear what I want you to wear." And my mother got pissed. Anyways, here's some things to consider for this story. My prom isn't even this year. It's next year. So I'm not sure why we're arguing about this anyways. I made it clear that if they didn't want me to pay for a suit/tuxedo, I would gladly pay for it myself. My mother is trying to convince my uncle to make me a dress though. I prefer presenting masculine/manly because I'm a trans guy. I'm out to my friends, but no adults or family members. I wouldn't feel comfortable at all wearing any kind of dress or skirt or heels, whatever. My school's prom isn't paid/funded by parents or the school itself, but from students who do all of the planning and fundraising to pay for the food, location, etc. Considering that I will be a part of said funding and I'm celebrating my graduation, I think it should be my choice on what I wear. My uncle even told her that he'd happily make me a suit or a tuxedo. The majority of my friends think I'm right and should be able to wear what I want. However, a family friend and another one of my friends have told me that to consider to just suck it up for one evening. While I do admit that I'm 99% not in the wrong, I still feel guilty because it's my parents and they'll also be there at the graduation/prom to celebrate. And they went through quite a lot in their lives to get me here. So I have mixed feelings. Am I the asshole for this?
Oh God, no. These sound like very disciplined parents.
Yeah. These are Hispanic parents.
Yeah. Are they? Oh,
yeah.
You
No, I could tell by the way she said they've gone a lot to get here and gave up in their lives to get me here. I have mixed feelings. That's the guilt that Hispanic parents will put in you. That's Hispanic guilt.
You sure? That sounds pretty Jewish to me.
The man also saying you're going to wear what I both want you to wear. Maybe it's just immigrant
parents. It actually could be a lot of cultures. It could be Asian. It could be,
immigrant parents. Let's stick it there then.
That's fine. That's fair.
Okay.
You only get one prom. You're only young once. Don't do it for your parents. You will hate them for the rest of your life. Mm-hmm. They clearly just don't get it. They don't get you.
Right. They're not on board with it yet. And they may never be.
He hasn't told them either.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But they, look, I don't think unless they're completely oblivious, they have no clue of something.
I'm sure a part of them does. And
they don't want to.
It's denial. Yeah. And the only reason they're even having this argument is because at some point he's going to fully come out.
Exactly. And they want to make sure the dress is there.
Right. And this might be his segue into that, But is he the asshole for just wanting to be comfortable, me himself? No. You're born that way.
Yeah.
You do you.
Yeah. Everyone has the right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I'll take it a step further. Even if mom and dad were, bigot mom and bigot dad were paying for it and funding it all, he still should be, or she should still be able to wear whatever he fucking wants.
Because it's his prom.
Right. It doesn't matter. His, her, whatever. It doesn't matter. Right. I mean, look, in 1990, we didn't have this necessarily. I mean, there were transvestites that we knew about. Did I tell you that story about the tranny bar in Mexico that Nepo's dad wandered us into, not knowing?
No.
Oh my God. So we're in TJ. Okay. This is the weekend of the shower and the snoring. Okay. And we're walking around on Revolution Boulevard, me and Nepo's dad,
I like how you made him seem shorter than
he is.
Nepo's dad.
Well, Nepo
all the way down.
Because he was older than me technically, and he kept getting carted, and I wasn't. I was only 17 still, but I was getting in everywhere. Because you only have to be 18 in TJ. But he was like 18 and a half, almost 19. And they're like, no, because he looks so little and so young and all that. But anyway, long story short, we're on Revolution Boulevard, and we've already been drinking quite a bit, he and I. And we're stumbling around, and we see what we believe is this very tall, statuesque woman standing there.
Oh God.
And she looks over at both of us. Right. And she motions to come closer, with her hand, hey, come here, boys. So we start walking over there, and we kind of honestly, and not to put Nepo's dad on blast, but I saw it first. And I kind of I noticed a little bit of a bulge in the private area. And so I kind of stopped. Well, I didn't, it was still dark. Okay. And there was a lot of makeup on.
Okay.
But she was wearing a really tight dress. And so it didn't leave a lot to the imagination in the nether regions. Okay.
She didn't do the tack.
No. Or
you didn't tape it down.
Or it got untucked, right? Or something. So I kind of stopped. Right. And then Nepo's dad took a few more steps and he stopped because he didn't understand why I stopped.
Right.
Right. And then the tranny just looks right at both of us, and she looks at Nepo's dad because that's, apparently he was cuter. And literally it was just like this.
No.
I swear to God, it was just like that.
Oh my God.
Oh, fuck. Hell no. We knew. At that point, we fucked up.
Like she said, it was RuPaul.
And it was just like that. Oh, yeah, Benaki.
Nope.
I'm like, oh,
Nope.
fuck.
Nope.
So
Sobered up real quick, huh?
Yeah, I'm sorry. where were we on this one?
The guy, you were saying you didn't have this back in
Oh, yeah, right.
Wait, before we get there. Fun fact. Did you know RuPaul and that senator that spoke for like 25 hours are cousins?
Cory Booker.
Cory Booker.
Yes, I did know that.
RuPaul and him, they're cousins.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't publicize it, but yes,
Yeah.
I don't know. RuPaul is way more of a woman than I'll ever be. RuPaul, have you seen RuPaul made up? He's gorgeous.
Yes. Gorgeous. Yes.
Anyway, in my day, we didn't like have that, but there was always one or two guys that wore like the dumb outfits to prom, like the glow in the dark shoes, or like the tuxedos that were like checkerboard,
or
like
the short tuxedos.
Yeah,
they
like
have shorts
right,
instead of pants
like
on.
shit like that, right? But in the late '80s, early '90s, that was that type, you know.
Yeah.
So the point is that people dressing strangely or differently for prom is not a new concept.
No.
Even if the reasoning behind it is something a little bit different for today's age. So at the end of the day, just let him do what he wants.
Exactly.
You know, just it's his prom. Let him enjoy it.
Yeah, but these are clearly not the kind of parents who are just going to let him do what he wants because that's who he is. They want him to be a certain way.
Exactly.
It's unfortunate, but yeah.
Yeah, but he's not the asshole for saying I'm gonna wear a suit. So I don't think he's the asshole.
Oh no, absolutely not.
No, he's not the asshole. Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah.
No, he's not the asshole.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah, I'm giving transitioning Billy 0 dingleberries, and I'm going to give transitioning Billy a full 10 on the Feldman. There's nothing wrong with not wanting to.
I'm glad at least he has a cool uncle.
Yeah. Right? His uncle sounds like he's like, I'll make him the suit. I don't have to make him that.
Yeah, no, that's nice.
Exactly.
That's true too. That's a good question too. Is which foreign cultures have tailors in their family, like seamstresses and tailors? Like, is that more
Hispanic?
Is that? I mean, I don't know. You know,
I feel like Hispanic. That's the first thought I had. So, all right, next one then.
Yes.
Hey, am I the asshole for not wanting to go to a dance? Okay. I, 17 male, almost 18, was asked by my mother if I wanted to go to a spring dance coming up this week, about a month ago. She said she was the one hosting it. I told her I didn't really have an interest, and the only thing I was looking forward to is prom. She got all upset and tried to make me feel bad, but I stood my ground and I gave her valid reasons, and she stormed off into her room. Today I brought up how I saw one of my teachers selling tickets this morning for her dance, and she again suggested I should go. I asked my girlfriend if she wanted to go, and she said no, she's only interested in prom as well. I told her this, and she said that my girlfriend is controlling and bitchy. So after that, she said that I have to pay her back for the prom tickets and complained how her son should go to a dance that she is hosting. Again, I have zero interest in this dance, but it's completely fine and content renting a suit for prom for me if I go to this dance. So I asked her if she wanted me to go out of sympathy, and she said, go do whatever your little girlfriend wants and make her happy. I just decided to post here because I'm afraid if I brought this up and told her my feelings, she would even be more upset and throw another hissy fit. Am I the asshole for not wanting to go to the dance my mom planned?
Why is your mom having
She sounds like she's head of the PTA.
dance in spring right before prom?
Yeah, that was also the weird thing. Like, she's like, no, like, go to this instead of prom. Or like, why do you care about prom so much? But it's like, why are you having this dance in spring?
Really
annoying. Yeah. She's definitely head of the PTA.
Let me just tell. Yeah, let me. I just let me.
I still have PTSD from this PTA mom.
But let me address the elephant in the room first. Most importantly, I would literally rather eat a chicken wing dipped in ranch than go to a fucking high school dance that my mother is hosting.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? That's
embarrassment of that.
Are you kidding me? That's a one-way ticket to Loserville.
Yes.
Right there.
Yes.
Okay?
Your mom hosted this.
That's right. And look, he's going to mommy's dance.
And you know his mom is going to be there, and she's going to do the announcement. She's going to be like, my son is right there. Say
I'll tell you what's
honey,
worse.
babe.
I'll tell you what's worse is if she does the fucking mother-son dance thing. She's like, come on, Billy. Let's dance. Like, okay, because they do that at weddings and bar mitzvahs
They
and
do,
shit. Yes, they do. Okay, fuck that. So
oh my
just
God.
let me start off with that. Okay, the fact that Mama is so into her dance tells me that Mama has a lot of free time.
Yeah.
Okay, Mama needs more to do.
Mama's living vicariously.
Yes, 100%. Look, I understand that everybody wants a spring fling or whatever you want. Whatever. No, if their big send off is going to be their prom.
Yeah.
Mom has no business like giving them a hard time. By the way, I don't hear where mom offered to pay for any of this.
No. She just said basically if he doesn't go to this dance, he's going to have to pay her for the prom tickets. And then said, but if you go to the dance, I'll even buy you the suit for prom. But she's not paying for the dance.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like at some point, what the fuck? And then she's bribing him?
Yeah. And that's why he's like, you want me to go on empathy for you? Like, I'm confused.
There's only one other thing, honestly, I could think of, and that could be that, like, nobody's fucking going. Like they're not selling any tickets.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure nobody wants to go.
And I'm saying, and mom just feels like a failure.
Yeah,
you know,
which she should, because why would you do a spring dance?
Yeah, it's really stupid.
I mean, honestly, you know what this is almost like?
What is it almost like?
Almost like if you had a cringy sister-in-law get a part-time job as a travel agent and expects that you're going to book all your travel through her and pay her the commission, even though you could just get it cheaper by going direct. She expects that
travel agents still exist.
Apparently so.
They do.
Part-time hustles one. Yeah. Almost like that.
Exactly.
It's also almost like if you spend $2,000 to buy a fully butchered cow, you know, and your cringy sister-in-law eats all the good parts of it and then offers to like buy like replacement meat and it's like a cheap steak.
Yeah. Exactly.
Almost like that.
It's almost like that. Exactly. All right. Next one.
Sure.
Okay. Am I the asshole for not letting my sister use my prom dress that I paid for? Okay. So I know this might seem a bit stupid, but it's important to me. I, 25 female, had my prom in 2017.
25?
Yes. Her prom was in 2017.
No, I understand.
Yes.
And she has a fucking problem with this at this point?
Yes.
It's not her wedding dress.
No.
Okay. I mean, I already think I know where this is going, but go ahead.
I've wrapped my entire prom outfit for myself, and I saved for over a year to be able to buy my dream dress. I had an amazing time, and the dress is very important to me since I have never had the best self-confidence, and it made me feel beautiful. Now my sister, 18F,
you know what that means? Sorry, it means she lost her virginity in that dress.
No, it just means she's big and she finally felt nice.
Oh, that's also part. No, I think somebody fucking hit it, and that dress is like the memory that she can finally get someone.
No, I really just think it was a thing. Yeah, I know. Anyways, 18 female sister, let's call her Annie, is having her prom this year, and she asked if she could use my dress as well. She loved it and wishes to use it. I told her that I would prefer if she didn't since it's important to me. I also have a neuro disorder, and it makes it hard for me to let other people use my things. Is this true?
The fuck kind of what?
Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay, yeah, exactly.
That is a steaming pile of bullshit right there.
That's what I thought too. Okay. She said, okay, fine. And she was fine with finding another dress. And I even said I would help pay for it if she wanted. Annie thanked me and said we could go shopping together some other day. Well, I live 3 hours away from my family due to school, and I don't go home often due to not having a car. I came home last weekend to visit my nephews as they're getting baptized. When I walked through the front door to my parents' house, Annie is wearing my prom dress, and my grandma and my mom are talking about measurements. I asked them what they're doing, and they said that I'm being an asshole for not letting Annie use it. She's my baby sister, after all. Mom's words. I got upset and screamed at Annie to take it off, which I later apologized for. She believed I had changed my mind because my mom told her I agreed. I yelled at my mom and my grandma because they tried to go behind my back and even change the dress to fit Annie better. I cried and I yelled at them. As soon as Annie came back with my dress, I took it and I packed it down. Now my family is torn. Some people are agreeing with me, saying I'm the asshole for not letting Annie use it. I don't feel like I was in the wrong for not letting her use it. After all, it was my dress that I paid for. So am I the asshole?
Well, I don't really understand why you wouldn't let your little sister have your dress, to be honest, but they should not have gone behind your back and just taken it. That was wrong. That was very wrong.
So I read through the comments, right, when she did this post. Someone was like, why are you so angry that they were like tailoring or whatever? Like, how much is it? She explained she's 330 pounds herself. Her sister's like one something, like less than 150. So she was like, they're going to ruin that dress. And that's the one dress I ever felt like, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, she felt really, really nice in. And she's like, I paid for it. Exactly. And then secondly, someone was like, you'll never use it again. Like, why are you upset? And she was like, I've actually have used my prom dress after that. So it's not that I don't use it. Right.
I'm going to call bullshit on that one too.
I've used my prom dress.
It's very uncommon.
Once, but it was for my aunt's wedding.
I did wear mine once afterwards.
Yeah, it's just very uncommon at this point.
It is. Yeah.
But okay. Is there more to the update?
No, that's it. I was giving you summary of what.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand it might explain a lot, but I don't think it makes it any better.
Okay.
Right? For two reasons. One, what this screams to me is middle child syndrome. I'm serious.
Or
clearly she has an older sister who has nieces or nephews that are being baptized.
Right.
It's not the baby sister.
It can't,
Right. And mom's saying that's your baby sisters. It sounds to me like she's right smack in the middle. And middle children sometimes are fucked up.
Well, the fact that she's larger. Yeah. And the younger sister is probably like thin and pretty, and I'm just kind of envisioning this now, and she probably gets all the attention, and so in that perspective, you could see where she would get very.
What if they couldn't afford to buy her a dress?
Well, she offered to buy it for her.
No, well, yeah, that's fair. So. I don't know. I mean, I'm hearing both sides. I really am. By the way, fun fact, I read this somewhere. I don't remember where, so don't ask, but I read that bisexual men prefer really big women. And that's like a thing.
I wonder why.
Honest to God, that's what I heard. Just saying. And the reason I'm saying that, no,
It's
but
like back of the day.
well, the reason I'm bringing that up is because, Fatty Lucinda doesn't have to put on a dress to get laid. There's a bisexual guy out there somewhere, okay, that'll tap it if a straight guy won't. I'm just saying. Putting that aside. This is a harder one. I see both sides of it, but I just don't think I would be. I just don't. Maybe because guys, we don't have the same kind of connection to things. Well, but no, it's not just
you
that.
are not a sentimental person,
right? I mean, HR will tell you, like, I don't keep a lot of stuff. Like, I just give shit away or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There are one or two things that are important to me, but like a lot of like material things or physical items, like whatever. Like I live with them, without them, whatever.
That's why we don't know what to gift Eric for his birthday.
Well, but
yeah, it is really hard because I've never seen him actually like a gift.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Maybe you just haven't given me what I really want. I think the most excited
I've seen him with the gift is when I got him that Harry Potter like sign thing.
That was awesome.
Book that he
that's true. He did like that. He did like that.
That was awesome. Yeah. And I was like,
I mean, it's simple. Like, what I want for my birthday? What all guys want?
Oh,
never mind. Just kidding.
It's a family show.
That's right. Yeah. Anyway, no, I know. No, look, I just, again, because I don't have the kind of attachment to things. Right. So for me, this would really be a no-brainer. If Josh asked me, "Hey, can I wear your wedding suit or whatever?" Like, I don't care. Go ahead, do whatever you want with it. But again, it's not something that I would care that much about. I don't even think I would have it. 5 or 7 years later. Mm-hmm. Like I probably would have already tossed it or given it away or something. Like whatever.
See, I don't know though. I still have my quinceañera dress, right? And that was almost 10 years ago, 9 years ago. I wouldn't let someone wear it. I wouldn't. And it's not that like I have whatever neuro disorder she has, right? That I can't share stuff.
Yeah, there is no such thing.
That part did sound bullshit.
Right. Well, that's kind of why I'm leaning more towards the asshole thing, because there's no reason to say that.
Yeah.
Like she's saying that just to justify her behavior.
Maybe she just felt like she needed it.
Well, that's the point. But you know why she
share it though. I understand.
And that's okay. Then that's all she had to have said.
Yeah.
Or her post should have said, "Look, the dress will be completely ruined because I'm 3 times the size of my sister." And in order to actually get it to fit, it's going to have to be altered to the point where it can never be put.
She'll never be able to wear it again.
Right, and that's all she'd really have to say. And I think it would have been a lot easier. But to go through this whole fucking routine and all this rigmarole over, in the end, was the same bullshit issue, and then have to pretend like you have some fucking neurological disorder that like prevents you from sharing. You know what? So every fucking Jew I know has a neurological disorder that prevents them from sharing certain things.
So this is what Google AI.
By the way, hold on.
Okay.
Before you get into every married Jewish woman I know has a disorder because they don't like to share shit either. Mm-hmm. Or especially like, the honeypot. They don't share that at all anymore, not even with their husbands. Okay, just saying. Mm-hmm. Okay, now, all right, what's Google AI say?
A neurological disorder where individuals struggle to share or have difficulties with shared experiences could be related to a few different conditions, including dissociative disorders, especially dissociative identity disorder, or functional neurological symptom disorder. The ID can involve distinct identities that may not share memories or experience. Wait, no, that's not it. Okay, that's not.
Trust me, there is no fucking neurological problem that says you can't share things with people. I think the other one says it like makes it hard for you, like it disconnects you from like other people. And just but that's not about sharing.
It's not. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's bullshit.
I do know that some people get very, very attached to things.
Yeah,
like,
that's fine. And certain things you can be attached to. I'm attached to HR. Right. I'm not sharing her with anybody. Okay, but I don't give a shit about my fucking cookies. Right. I share those with all of you. Right. So really, yes, there are certain things that are not shareable.
Right.
Okay. This just isn't one of them.
No, but in the context, I can understand why she doesn't want to share it.
I get it. Like I said, I wouldn't share my.
I figured girl power was gonna like side with Fatty.
If it was different, again, I wouldn't like. I'm thinking, like I said, my quinceañera dress that was tailored to me. Like that fits me. I'm not letting anyone else wear it.
So if this, I mean, let's think about this. Maybe this is the one nice special thing that this girl has ever had.
It sounds like this is her. Yeah, it sounds like that's what I was gonna say. It sounds like this is her first big girl purchase that she's saved a lot for.
Then let's assume that's true. Then that's what should have been relayed to everybody. That it was like, look, I worked very hard. This is the only thing that I have that's just for me.
She told her sister kind of that.
Well, I know. And I bet you if mom and grandma didn't get involved, it would have ended it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Sister sounded like she was fine with it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying, like, baby sister Lucinda, I don't think is an asshole here either.
No, it's the mom.
Yeah. I think the mom and grandma are the ones causing all the drama.
Yeah.
If there is such a large weight difference between your daughters, why on earth would you suggest that?
Because seamstress can fix anything.
That's true.
Men's suits are much harder to tailor than a woman's dress.
Yeah.
Because the pant legs and the stitching and all that.
And a woman's dress, you corset it.
Right. It's open.
Yeah.
You know?
Still.
Well, but still, anyway, let me just say this. And I know we're going to have some disagreement. I'm going to give Fatty Lucinda one dingleberry. I don't think that she's completely oblivious to this. I don't think that she's completely not the asshole. I was actually going to give her more, but after hearing everybody, I've been persuaded to reduce it. Okay. But she's not getting off scot-free. Okay. The fact that she has to lie about a mental issue or a neurological disorder
that
to justify.
Gets her half one for me.
Well, I'm saying like,
yeah.
All right. And she puts her sister on blast and the whole. Okay. So I'm I was going to go higher. Okay. I'm giving her just one. Mm-hmm. On the Feldman scale, I'm giving her a 7.
Okay.
I think again, lying about having a neurological disorder.
I can agree with
that.
Kind
Kind of shameless. Yeah. Right. I don't think the rest of her reaction was shameless. No. I may not agree with it, but I don't think it was like, I don't think you lost all shame and things by, I think that it's understandable. Yes. Even if it's not completely justified, it's at least understandable. Yes. So I'm only going to go 7 on the Feldman.
I agree with this Feldman. I'm going half the dingleberry. I don't think it's cool. I get it.
Yeah.
Girl power. It's the sisters before misters.
You're a hater.
And maybe she felt like she needed some sort of, mental issue to justify.
She didn't need a mental issue. You know why? I'm telling you, she doesn't want to give up that dress because it's the first time she got laid. That's the sentimental value. Okay. Some guy finally gave her the time of day. All right. And I bet you he didn't want to even take the dress off to look at that flabby body. He just left it on.
I'm thinking it's more about how she felt.
Yeah.
How the dress made her feel.
Yeah. Exactly.
And she felt good with that dick.
Oh my God.
Just saying.
Okay. 2 more.
All right. 2 more.
Title is, am I the asshole for telling my classmate's mom that she should look at her son before blaming me for not choosing him as a prom partner?
Hold on. Let me get this. Hold on. Let me get this straight.
This one's at me a 0 on the phone.
Yeah, let me get this straight. So Mean Girl basically put Billy's mom on blast that she needs to look at how fucking ugly her son is.
I don't blame the girl.
Did I hear that right?
It's more to the story. But yes.
Okay, because I can only tell you what Eric's mom would do. But go ahead.
Eric's mom was an icon, though.
And my Aunt Miriam.
Oh, yes.
Man, you tell Aunt Miriam one of her kids are fucked up, no matter how fucked up they are. Because trust me, every one of her 8 kids is fucked up in some way. Every one of them.
She won't hear it.
Not only will she not hear it, she'll defend it.
Exactly.
And she'll lie herself.
Exactly.
Like, yo, I heard your kid did this. No. It's on the fucking news. No. They have a video. No. Okay. That's okay. Exactly. That's all right. Go ahead.
Okay. So I, 16 female, got into an argument with my classmate's mom since apparently I was hating on him for not choosing him as my partner for the upcoming prom. Just a little background. Wednesday last week, we finalized the partners for the prom next year because we would begin practicing the dance performance. This is a little confusing because I was confused. So I went through the comments and I'm going to explain before I finish it. She's Philippine. And I guess in the Philippines, before the actual prom starts, they do like a dance or like a performance. Oh, so they have to have a partner just for that. And then the rest of the prom is regular.
Okay. Yeah. This is excited. Way ahead of time.
Yeah. Okay, here. And since I was not openly saying to everyone that I already had my partner, my boyfriend, the teacher who was helping with partnering up the students assumed I was free and asked me if I was willing to become G's partner. I obviously refused because I already had a partner. Then he didn't say anything about it, and I assumed the teacher would probably just ask someone from the lower grade the next day. The lower grade. The next day, my advisor just suddenly told me that a parent was looking for me and told me to go to the guidance room. This is where the event happened with G's mom. She saw me and began complaining about how dare I refuse to go to prom with her son and that I should be honored to be paired with him. And I'm just sitting there like, what? I was really confused since it wasn't like I rudely refused G and even said I couldn't go because I was with someone already. Here's the part where I probably ended up being rude. Since I straight up told her that even if I didn't have a partner, I wouldn't even choose to go with her son. And she should take a look at her son before blaming me. Wow. Everyone in the room became silent. And the teacher somewhat scolded me for disrespect to the mom, but soon let me off because she knew that other than my words, I didn't do anything wrong and just made me apologize. Then let me leave because she would be handling the rest. This became really long, but am I in the wrong here?
I kind of love this girl.
Right, like she's like, man, look, like because whose mom does that? She literally was just like, oh no, I'm not going to be his partner.
That is such an obnoxious thing to do as a mom.
Like you're gonna come up to the school. You didn't want to go with my little boy. He's a great person. No, you and him.
No, that is mother and son from hell.
Yes, this is a mama's boy.
You know who I feel bad for?
The boy?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel bad for G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, because G told his mom this, so I don't know how bad I feel for him. He went home and he was like, Mom, she didn't want to be my date.
I don't know.
I can totally envision this guy.
I don't think she's the asshole. I would have said the same. I would have been rude. I would have been worse.
I'll tell you, honestly, I was thinking this was going to go in a different direction, but
No.
you know what? She's not that wrong here.
Yes,
Exactly.
Well, she definitely, listen, she definitely has moxie. I'll give her that. Yeah. Yeah,
The parents and the teachers there.
But maybe, I hate to say this, but some people need like a hard dose of reality.
Exactly.
You know, like,
Exactly.
you know,
Exactly.
look, I don't know how fucked up looking G is,
Mhm.
but clearly he's no fucking winner. Okay. So I don't know.
I'm glad she didn't let her fuck people bullied and
Yeah.
then changing her date.
By the way, I'm just going to say this now. I've already thought of like 5. It's almost likes,
my
but I'm
God.
not going to do them. I know I could do this all day on this
Mhm.
one, but I'm not because we're not going to have enough time. I'm just saying,
Okay.
just don't look at me like I'm slipping or I
Okay.
missed. I
Okay.
didn't. Okay. They would have been
Yeah.
really bad.
Oh God.
Okay.
I said, no,
Mhm.
not
Okay.
this time.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
So
Listen,
I'm giving her 0 dingleberries. I don't think she was wrong.
no, she was a little wrong. It's not that it wasn't undeserved, okay, by crazy mom Lucinda. But at the end of the day, she should have just ignored it or just should have said, hey, look, sorry, but that's just how it is right now. Like, she didn't need to fire back. I get why she did. And I know this is going to be super hypocritical because if that were Eric, I would have said way worse shit.
Oh, I was gonna say
Right.
teenage 16-year-old me, I would have had some words.
At fucking 25-year-old you, it still would make me nervous.
But
But
16-year-old me was worse.
I'm
You
just-
I'm afraid of who I was at 16.
I'm just, okay, I'm saying,
So,
I understand it. I really do. And again, Eric would have probably hauled off way worse
mhm.
if like I was in that position.
Mhm.
But having said that, trying to be a neutral evaluator, she might have taken that a little too far. And I'm only saying it not because the mom didn't deserve it, but maybe that really hurt the kid's feelings worse.
I don't think the kid was there. I think it was
The
just her
kid
mom.
wasn't
Yeah.
there.
The mom's going to tell him.
Well,
Well, that's on her.
Yeah,
But I'm saying,
that
but-
is on the mom. The
yeah,
mom should not tell the kid.
I get it, but I'm just saying, like, it's a bigger picture. At some point, or one of the girl's friends are going to say something, or they're going to be gossiping, or it's going to be up on the
Because
gram.
Who the fuck's mom
Something.
comes up and asks,
Yeah.
fuck you and your son.
This
I
mom
don't-
is not doing the kid.
I
any
don't
favor.
disagree. Okay, I would be mortified if my mom did that to one of my classmates over some fucking Filipino ritual dance or some shit.
Exactly.
I get it. Okay, I get it. It's still a hard one. These are good ones.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to say this. I am going to give Mean Girl Lucinda.
Mhm.
I'm going to give her a half a dingleberry. She's not scot-free. She could have done this a little bit differently. Okay, she responded to further evoke emotion. It was already getting a little tense, and that response was meant to get the mom angrier. Yes, it was. There's a lot of different ways she could have said that. Just like there's lots of different, it's almost like I could have said.
Mhm.
Okay, I chose the higher path.
Oh, come on. We can all envision what this mom is like.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
We-
She
we've
thinks
all
her
been-
son is
Yeah.
cash.
Lots of moms think that their kids are the best, most beautiful, most adorable, whatever. And I'm the first to admit that not every baby is beautiful.
You're
I-
not the first one.
Well, but I'm saying, I've said that a million
Babies are
times.
fucking ugly.
Some of them, some are cute.
You need to let them like inflate.
No, there was one. It looked
Under
literally
3 months there.
like one kid looked like a fucking alien. I swear.
The one you
Like,
showed me
like,
from
yeah, the
Facebook?
fucking big
Mhm.
bug eyes. I
Mhm.
know. Fuck.
Mhm.
Putting that all aside. Okay. So I'm gonna give her half a dingle.
Okay.
The Feldman is a little different because I don't necessarily think what she did was super shameless, but I
Yeah.
think what she did was kind of create a shameless situation.
The shameless one here is the mom.
Well,
Let's be honest.
that's for sure,
Mhm.
right? Mom should have held back, right? And mom should have just by the way, I wonder if bitch boy Billy G actually told the mom he's got a crush on this girl or,
Oh, maybe.
because if the girl was already partnered with somebody, or something like that, that's a pretty valid reason to say, no, I'm sorry, I can't.
Right.
It's not like she said no because your kid's a fucking retard.
Exactly.
She didn't say that.
And also, but this is also what he's a loser because no one else wanted to be his partner. There was no partners. And that the teacher was like, well, would you mind being his partner? She's like, oh, I can't. Like, I already have my boyfriend and be my partner. So it's like, he's a loser. No one wanted to be his partner.
But it may not be his fault. That just may be the way he
no
is.
Thought they're a loser.
Well, no, there are people that are losers because they engage. No, it is. That's not true. There are certain losers that are like that because they just engage in certain behavior. That they don't have to be quite the loser they are.
That's true.
Right? But
I guess,
mom is really not helping them.
Well, I get it, but I'm saying she may be molding a loser more than he is by himself. I mean, she may be building the loser in him.
Yeah, a lot of his stuff might
clearly stemming from this weird relationship. But again, all right, I'm gonna give Silver Tongue Lucinda 8 on the Feldman. I don't think it's very shameless. I think it's a little bit. She could have said it differently again. And if she did this in front of people in her class, then she really embarrassed the mom. Not that she wasn't deserving of it. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm getting that look from Hurricane like I'm out of my mind.
No, because I'm not agreeing, but I'm gonna let you finish.
So I'm going half a Dingleberry and 8 on the Feldman.
Okay.
And by the way, I think that's pretty generous.
Okay. I'm going 0. I don't think she's the asshole. I would have said so much worse, like so much worse. So this to me isn't anything. Like, no, bitch, check your son. And Feldman wise, this isn't shameless. Now, if she would have brought him up there and was like, look, and started picking like this is wrong. I'm not doing that. That would have been shameless. She didn't do that. She didn't start naming what was wrong with her son. So I'm going 0 and 10.
I think it's kind of shameless, but in a positive way. Like she just is gutsy. Yeah. She spoke her mind. She didn't let herself be, trampled on.
Exactly.
I think it's a little different than that. I don't think that she was like not letting herself get trampled on or no. I think what she really did was let it be known that she wasn't the one to be trifled with. There's a difference. Well, she took a stand.
I've never heard someone use trifled like that. That's so crazy.
You never heard that?
No.
Well, that's because you never heard of the Fat Boys.
No, because I've heard trifling as like describing someone. I've never heard someone use it as like trifled. Like
because in past tense, I'm not one to be trifled with.
I've never used it like that. I've never heard someone.
No, you could be a trifling motherfucker.
Right, that's how I've heard it.
Right, but no, look, I'm not one to be trifled with. I mean, don't fuck with me. Right? Fuck around and find out.
Vocab lesson for the day.
Exactly.
I could do this all day. Like, by the way, I'm going to tell the whole podcast, all 10,000 plus of us. By the way, are we still at 10,000? Yeah. We haven't lost anybody?
No.
Shoot. Hurricane, never heard of the Fat Boys.
Hurricane was born in 01.
Okay, whatever. Fat Boys were an iconic hip hop band.
That video said they were from like 84. My mom was like 9.
And they were great.
My mom was 9.
They were so popular at one point, they made a movie called Disorderlies, where they basically played like nursing home orderlies, but they're all like 350 pounds or more. Right? It's fucking hysterical. It's great, by the way. And they could rap.
Again, Hurricane is 24 years old.
Whatever. Just saying. Young doesn't mean you don't have to have culture.
I am cultured.
Well, not if you don't know the Fat Boys. I'm sorry.
I come from a different culture.
Your culture's
I'm
lacking.
from South Central. That's a different culture. That's my culture.
The Fat Boys are East Coast.
Exactly. I'm South Central.
All right. Anywho.
Last story.
All right, last one.
This one was good. Am I the asshole for not letting my nephew use my car for prom, but said I might let his sister use it? Okay. I, 32 male, have a nephew, Josh, 18 male, and a niece, Sarah, 16 female. And this argument came up when visiting my sister. My car is a very modified classic car, a 72 Talander with a modern motor swap, 6-speed manual, and more mods, putting out over 1,000 HP. I don't know what the fuck that meant. All I know is that this is a 1972 Charger is what I understood from that. So that's classic. Okay. It is not a beginner driver friendly car. Josh didn't even get his license up until 3 months ago. And I am pretty sure he fubbed numbers to make sure to be able to take the test for the 3rd time. I have seen him drive once and even offered to ride with him before to help pump up his hours and to continue to drive so he can feel more comfortable. Sarah goes to the car shows with me and has modified her own Miata that she drives everywhere. She got her license 2 weeks after turning 16 and has now had it for 18 months. She drove with me every day before getting her permit, or after getting her permit, my bad. Before anyone says I have my favorite, Josh and I game every night, and I built him a custom PC for getting honor roll. He is amazing at tech. He loves gaming, and if he decided to continue, I would pay for his college, and I'll offer him a job at my business. I have told both of them the dollar amounts I have saved up that will be for the future for both of them. I bought both of them their first cars after they got licensed, and I try to keep everything as close to fair as I can with both of them. He's a great uncle. I need him as my uncle.
We all need an uncle like that.
Does he need another niece? Right.
Like, by the way, and my brother will appreciate that. Our dad, he's that uncle to his nieces and nephews.
Uncle Mordo. Let's go. I'm gonna go call him Uncle Mordo.
No. And trust me, there are times where Josh. I was gonna say there are times where Josh and I were like, yo, let's just call Dad Uncle Mordo, see if we could, see if he'll break something off for us. But,
my uncles have never done no shit like this.
Just saying, but all right.
Okay. I was over for dinner and Josh said he couldn't wait for prom and asked if he could use my car to drive his date. I told him I wasn't comfortable with him driving my car, but I would gladly drive him and his date and even wear a suit and a funny hat to be the driver. He threw a fit and said I would let Sarah take the car if she asked. I said, yeah, if she kept driving and showing the control she has, I'd consider it. I told him I feel like he has not been driving long enough to be able to control this car and that I would be worried for his and his date's safety. I also told him I would trust him with my PC before I even let Sarah play The Sims on it. It's very different. My sister said I should just have said no, but I always have told them I wouldn't lie to them. And I always explain myself because they are almost adults and deserve to hear the truth. He has not even played games with me since then and has not responded to any of my texts. His father says I'm the asshole. My sister said I should have just said no, but now I should just let him use the car. Am I the asshole here?
Nope.
There's an update. You want to hear that?
I was going to say, I don't think I'd let this kid near my 1972 Charger.
Yeah, no, it sounds like he's put fucking money in.
Not just that, but let me tell you, I'll hear the update in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But nice Uncle Billy, he created a monster.
Yes.
From all the nice things he did. I'm serious. This kid is now entitled.
Yes.
And is not used to being heard no, especially by Uncle Billy, rich Uncle Billy.
Exactly.
Okay, and maybe he thinks because they're gamer buddies or whatever.
He was like, "Oh, Uncle Josh is going to let me use this."
Right, or what? Yeah. No.
And it's like you would let my sister use it, but that's different. Like that's her interest. She likes cars.
This is where you gotta set limits on the
exactly.
uncle thing. Exactly. Okay, I'm still hung up on that. The sister has a souped up Miata.
I know. I know. She custom built her own. Yeah, look at her. Hey, she's a car girl.
I'll say there are car people.
She's a car girl. Yeah. I know. Look at her go. Exactly. Are you ready for the update?
All right.
Okay. My parents, let me put we in parentheses, decided that they would use my house to host Mother's Day. After being told this, I made a nice dinner for my family and had everyone over. I tried to talk with Josh, but he was still obviously upset that I did not change my mind to let him use the car. At one point while hosting outside, I hear a thunk, and Josh's dad gets a smirk on his face. Sarah goes pale and just mutters, "No, he didn't." The family goes to see what the source of the noise was and finds Josh putting a bat away and a very obvious dent in my fender.
Oh, I killed him. Oh my God.
A wave of calm comes over me. Yup. And I know exactly what to do. Get in, I tell him firmly. And after a minute of this, he hops in the passenger seat and I took off. For legal reasons, I will not explain to you exactly how I drove my car after that. After we got back to the house, he is pale and I need a new set of tires. My sister yells at me that I could have killed her kid, and his father is quietly drinking my beer. And my dad is trying to help Josh walk with the adrenaline pumping through him. Sarah mutters, "Told you so," as I tell my sister that she and her husband will have to pay for my fender, or else I will get the authorities involved. Currently, the car I bought for Josh is now sitting in my driveway. I have already fixed my fender, and I sent a bill to my sister, who told me to shove it, and that family doesn't treat family this way. I've called my buddy who's in the local sheriff's office, and we're trying to press charges. I do have video footage of him woefully damaging my property. However, Josh has apologized for everything. The drive was the wake-up call he needed, and he said he would get a job to pay for fixing my car, even though his mother has told him it's my problem to deal with. He said he was being a stupid kid and needed to grow up. I told him on top of fixing the car, he now gets to take Sarah's place of cleaning my work and building and garage. His car is now just my car again, and he needs to figure out all the rides that he needs to keep everyone happy. He told me to come get the PC I built him, but I told him he could hold on to it for now. The bill, it's a little over $2,000. Vintage cars are not cheap to work on.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Limit there.
Yeah. Yeah. If the kid, I would have got the bat and just beat the kid with it.
That's what I'm saying. What a spoiled little fucker.
He's a fucking spoiled.
But that's what I'm saying, right? A good uncle, nice Uncle Billy just does so much all the time.
Mm-hmm.
He becomes super entitled, and they don't know how to take no for an answer.
Yeah.
And by the way, was it the kid's Josh, or whatever his name is? Hey, Josh's parents, is that the nephew?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're fucked up too.
Yeah.
Okay.
How did you not? I mean, they're seriously gonna let the kid get away with it.
Remember, they wanted him to give him the car.
Oh my God.
No, but there's a difference between, hey, I'd love to see my son drive this car, and he's really looking forward to it. Look, I can tell you as a parent, when my kids are super excited about something and they get let down, we all feel that.
Yeah.
Right. Now, it's clear that nephew Billy's behavior was very teenage. very typical teenage, I want what I want. If you say no, fuck you. I'm not going to talk to you again. I don't know you.
Right.
I want to ghost you, whatever. Just, broody, miserable teenage boys. It's just the way they are.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't particularly like about Uncle Billy is the idea that he still wants to press charges.
Well, that's what he said, but Josh apologized.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The kid may not have meant it, right? He may just be apologizing to try to diffuse the drama at this point. But even if I were, if this were my prized possession, right, I wouldn't like ruin the kid's life and get him arrested and maybe convicted of even of a misdemeanor. Like I wouldn't go that far. The fact that he says I'm going to get a summer job and pay you back, okay, I wouldn't push him, but give him a shot.
Yeah. I think that's what he was kind of hinting at, that he wasn't going to do it anymore because the kid, apologized. So.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But the fact that he kind of wrote that in, okay.
I want to add too, though.
Okay, yeah.
The dad knew he was going to do this. The sister knew he was going to do this. Because remember, the dad smirked after they heard that, like, thunk. And then the sister said, no, he didn't.
Oh, you think so? You think he planned it?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, right? Like, that's what I understood from that. He said... That's what he says. After they heard the thunk, Josh's dad got a smirk on his face. Sarah went pale and muttered, no, he didn't.
That's interesting. I wonder if he was just screaming about it, like, I'm going to fuck that car up, right? And then he's like, now he felt like he had to. Like, the dad may have egged him on.
Yeah.
It's clearly the sister was upset about it. Assuming everything as written is actually what happened.
Right.
But that doesn't change it for me though. No. I mean, I'm giving nephew Billy, I'm giving him like the full 5.
I'm giving him the full 5.
Yeah, I'm not going to give him a double. But
this is not a kid you want driving a nice.
It's not just that. This is not a kid you want taking your child anyplace. Yeah. This is not a kid you want to hire. This is not a kid you want to trust with important things.
He's 18 already.
He clearly has issues
with being told no.
or just like not getting his way and the tantrum and all that. And
it's good that Uncle scared the crap out of him because I mean I can only imagine like what the kid would have done in the future.
Exactly.
And given he's 18, that's real jail time.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Like I was just like I think I don't know though, like because I was thinking about it and I was like, at the same time though, I don't know if I'd blame the uncle or the parents.
Blame the parents.
But you were also saying the uncle did this, right?
Well, the uncle may have entitled him or spoiled them, but it's the parents' job to step in and say, you got to stop doing that.
Yes.
Okay, give me an example.
Yeah.
Real life example, okay? Yeah. When my niece decided she wanted to learn how to play the drums.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And knowing that I used to be a drummer back in the day, the first instinct was, okay, I'm going to do this for her.
Right.
She's going to, because she was sending me things like off of eBay, these like really fucked up like toy sets made in China. She doesn't know what to look for.
Right.
Like, I'm going to do this. But I called my brother first. Right. And I'm like, look, I want to do this. And he first thing he says is, I knew you were going to, right? And then he was like, are you really going to bring a drum set into my house? And I'm like, I was like, but then he stopped. He goes, you know what? Go ahead. Because he wants his daughter to have that moment.
Yeah.
And by the way, she cried. It was an amazing moment when she saw it. But that was what if he would have said adamantly, Eric, no, I'm sorry, no, you can't do it. I'd respect it. I may not have liked it, but I'm not going to just go do it anyway.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. Like the parents needed to step in and curb Uncle Billy a little bit if he's going overboard or doing too much. They may have appreciated it because it probably took some pressure off of them.
Yeah, he got him cars.
I'm just saying,
college fund.
Yeah,
for them.
listen.
He buys them all this shit.
Listen, if I had a wealthy older brother or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, Matthew, you get your driver? I got you." Like, fuck yeah,
exactly. And you're going to school.
You call Uncle Ray. He's got you, right? Bullshit.
Exactly.
But so that's what I'm saying. But I think mom and dad needed to interject, and so they also kind of contributed to this overall behavior.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm giving Bat Boy Billy the full 5 dingleberries. I'm also giving him a 2 on the Feldman. And it's not even for the dent.
No.
The 2 is for the behavior and the whining and the bitching and the ghosting.
And to someone who's done so much for you.
And it would be a full 0 if he didn't actually apologize and maybe it took him a little while, maybe he came around. I don't know if the motivation was selfish or not. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt on that maybe he does feel some remorse. And maybe that joyride really did fuck him up a little bit.
Right.
So, okay, that's why I'm going down to a 2.
Okay.
But it's pretty shameless to treat, your very generous uncle like that.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
That's where I'm landing on this.
I agree.
Okay. That's a That's about right.
All right. Well, that's the end of the episode.
You learned your lesson, Billy.
Exactly.
Well, all right. So this is a fun one.
It was.
So we've got, hopefully we'll have both episodes this week.
Mm-hmm.
Next week, I might be a little bit busy again. And then the end of the week after, I'll be actually out of the office for a day.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see if we can get them all done as quickly as we can. And even though I already kind of know now what next week is going to be, I'm not going to preview it, and I'm not going to read any of the stories.
Not next week. It's still this.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Later this week. Sorry. And if any of you live in the West LA area, Chips Cookies was the place we got today. We had a melted s'mores cookie that was actually warm when it got here, but we didn't eat it fast enough.
I know.
We had the Oreo bomb cookie. We had a weird coconut one that I didn't like because I don't like toasted coconut. And then there was this last one, which I'm not sure what it was. I think it was like a butter cookie or like a snickerdoodle cake cookie, but it didn't have a strong enough flavor, so I still wasn't sure what it was. But it was pretty, well, it was like a cookie cake. It was like a cake, it wasn't crunchy, like a cookie. And it had like a frosting on it, so we'll see. So, yeah. So next week or later this week again, we'll have another one. So, all right, Hurricane.
Yep.
Tell them where they can find us.
All right, guys. Thank you all for listening. We appreciate all the support. Remember, you can find us on Instagram at the Bensama Confirm. You can find our podcast Instagram at the Late Podcast. You can visit our Twitter and TikTok at Bensama Confirm. And you can visit our website at eblawfirm.us, or you can email us at info@eblawfirm.us. Hi, guys.
Bye.
Bye.